Good morning, citizens, and welcome back to the verse. Yes, I'm still sick. Yes! That doesn't stop me from recording this. It just means I'm going to sound a little bit rough. I am done. This is not an end to Phase 3 video because Phase 3 is done. I finished it. I did it in a way differently than most people. Because apparently most people can just accept the job and then sit there and let other people with Polaris finish the mission, which would explain two things. It would explain the number of people I saw going to my ship after I accepted the mission that all had the same target. It would all, like the reticule over their head. It would also explain why the payout for a $2 million job was only about like 75,000, but it seemed like there was only like 4 ships there. But that's not why I didn't record the video. I tried. During that mission, frame rates, especially when running OBS, were about 15 FPS. So it just was horrible. I was using a cutlass for the most part. Not doing a lot of damage, but, you know, doing my part. I thought CIG had fixed it. And the reason why is because there was a Xenothreat mission a while ago that fixed, at least temporarily, the issue where people were accepting the mission and just not doing it and getting paid. And actually getting paid quite a bit of money. It was a really good way, I guess, to make money. But it just wasn't helpful for the game. So they made it so that you actually had to go to the location in order to progress that mission. They've backtracked on it, where now the mission progressed whether you did it or not. So people quickly found that out, and I think that's how a lot of people have finished the thing. If you're trying to finish Phase 3, apparently just accept the mission and hope someone else does it for you. So good on you. We're going to do something a little bit different, though. We're going to change up, and I've got my Vulture. You'll notice I just put a 4SU box in the back, a little store-all box. We're going to take the mission still. We're going to take... how are they doing, by the way? Looks like Headhunters are in the lead by about 1 million, which is not super surprising. I really hoped that CFP would win, but I'm wondering how many people on both sides of these missions have just taken a contract and let it run in the background. We're gonna do CFP, eliminate Medgel recharging station. Even though I've done all these, we're gonna do more. And the reason why... Oh, I'm obstructed. Where am I obstructed for? Let's get me there. Partly, I think another reason why the CFP ones aren't winning, or that level isn't winning, is I've had more issues with Citizens missions than I have with Headhunter missions. They seem like the quantum beacons aren't as good. It seems like you arrive at them and the target is not there, the Medgel stations aren't there, or like this. Why am I not able to jump? Let's go away. Let's go back. Let's try one more time. No. Okay, let's go to Crusader first. Things are working well. Let's see if that fixes it. No, we're not able to jump. Let's go to somewhere entirely different. If not, we might have to server jump. and then from there, I will continue with my plans for today. So, we're gonna go this way first. Nothing's ever easy in the verse, right? Oh, that's working. Okay. So let's now try to head towards Crusader. See if that worked. Yeah, the biggest issue I had with part 1 was data pads not registering when you tried to put them into the elevator. They would take them, but the mission wouldn't complete. That happened quite a few times. Phase 2, Medgel stations would just be destroyed, and that wouldn't count for some reason. Not sure why. Phase 3, basically it was just not enough people helping, but luckily a lot of people have Polaris that they're soloing. Or at least with small crews, so a lot of Polaris in the verse, so people were helping out. I did crew on a Hammerhead once, that was kind of fun. I like that. But one of the big things for Phase 2 was these small Medgel missions. Really easy to do, really easy to grind out. But I noticed there was an issue. A lot of people were taking them, a lot of people were using them. And it was just a mess. Stuff all over the place. Lots of guns all over the place. And lots of ships just parked all over the place. So I decided, let's take out the old Vulture here. And let's go clean up. We're going to get some gear. We're going to make a little bit of money with the mission itself. And at the same time, we'll clean up some of the ships that are around there. Now, if you're leaving your ship at a location, parking it, and then logging off, could you at least turn off your shields? Turn off your shields. That way, it's a lot easier for the vultures to go pick some stuff up later. Maybe we'll get some components. Maybe we'll get some weapons as well. Maybe, after I've said all that, we might not have any ships in this location. Nothing's popped up on my radar. That's alright. We're going to get some gear. Unless this is the one mission that is in an aid shelter that doesn't have NPC spawn. But if it's one of the other ones, there's going to be guns all over the ground. There's going to be a couple guys, like 3 guys. Not bad. As a little haul. Oh, there's some rocks to go mine. Now, the problem with... Oh, see, this one might be... Oh, no. This one... Well, this one might not have guys in it, but it'll have... Oh, no, this is the one that has guys. Okay. Perfect. Because there is one that has Medgel stations and usually a loot crate. Put our landing gear down. Perfect. This is beautiful. I've just realized something crazy has happened. I've landed to record a video, and it's not nighttime. That's kind of nice. I will take it. So no ships to munch up here, but we're gonna get some gear. I do have a gun still, right? I should have checked that beforehand. I don't have a gun on me. This will be interesting. It's because I emptied all my gear to see how much money I can make. And now, I might have messed up. But, there might be guns on the floor that I can grab before I get murdered. Let's go into unarmed combat just in case. Oh. Okay. There we go. The takedown is kind of ridiculous, I will admit. Oh, get me out of there. Okay, these guys are dumb. Okay, like no one shot me. I do have a gun. How come my gun wasn't showing up? there you go. That's why, because it was that gun they're talking about. All right. That was weird. We don't need this, any. Yeah, the takedowns is a little bit overpowered, I think. Let's get rid of these. Finish this mission. I did see a post on Spectrum talking about the takedowns and how ridiculous it is for an MMO to have such an easy way to stun a person. I do agree on that. Why should you be able to basically incapacitate someone with a really quick click of a button? Ooh, that was the wrong button. There we go. Let's put that in there.
Thanks again.
Let's do this.
I never thought the UEE could sink as low as this.
Okay, got a helmet.
Stopping your fellow humans.
All right, let's clean this place up.
Makes me think that the Empire isn't worth saving.
Another loot crate here. 2 multi-tools. Cool. No guns over here. That's kind of surprising. Normally, this is where all the guns are. All right. So we're going to bring these over to our ship. We'll strip these guys there. And then I'll take another mission. So this place, not as bad as others. Normally, there's a bunch of guns all over the floor. Bunch of ships parked by. But here we got at least, 3 guns. Got ourselves Custodian, another Custodian, the sniper rifle, plus the Karna. And all the gear that these guys are wearing. That's not bad. Currently, still no great way to move equipment from one container to another, and in this case, container being humans. But I find it easy just to kind of stand next to the box, and then I just have to switch back and forth a few times. There we go. If there's server lag, you're going to have an issue where you take things off of the body, like the chest armor or undersuit or something like that, and then it pops back on again. So far, it looks like it's working. Not bad. I know sometimes you can drag all by taking the undersuit, but I find that doesn't work as often. See, there you go. The undersuit pop back on. Alright. That guy's chest armor just popped back on. What else did? Yeah, chest armor, legs, helmet, all that came back on. Undersuit. Not that I need all this stuff, but if you're going to be a loot goblin, why stop halfway, right? Don't need these guys. Done. Okay, So I'm gonna go find another job, and hopefully a location with ships at it. And I will meet you back when I do. Did we get lucky again? More daylight? Oh, I cannot believe twice in a row. We found another mission. Let's hope this one's a bit better. Going to Julep Ravine. Now this is a aid shelter. Oh, might be a bit darker. Oh, not too bad. What is going on here, by the way, with these numbers? Like, what is this? It's been doing this for a while now. Once again, no ship parked, which is good. This is a nice looking moon. I kind of love places devoid of life. I don't see why every planet is going to be covered with like animals and plants and rivers. Sometimes a planet could be beautiful like a moon if it doesn't have life. It doesn't mean it doesn't need weather. I would love a planet that is stormy or rainy but rocky and lava. This is going to be a super easy one. Nothing to do here, but just shoot some medgen barrels and grab maybe one loot crate. Sometimes there's a loot crate in the side between the barrels on these ones. So we're gonna go do that. I will say, in a previous video on this, I said it'd be kind of cool if the barrels exploded with goop. It does happen every once in a while. I don't know why it's not happening every time. Why is that not switching to my other weapon? Weird. Okay. So, we have 2 barrels here. And no loot crate. Sometimes there's a loot crate right there behind those. That's it. Easy peasy, that mission. But, again, not what I wanted. Alright, on to the next one. Easy peasy. Alright. It brought me back to the same place I was at last time. So, after I gather this up and finish this mission, I'm gonna go to a different server. That should help out. That should maybe increase my chances of finding a place with some ships abandoned at it. Because what I really want to do is get rid of some of the ships. Now, I did find some earlier when I was doing this yesterday. Maybe I got them all. Maybe no one else is leaving their ships laying around. We can only hope, right? But I'm still getting some stuff. Still finding some gear. None of this is going to be useful in the next patch. But I could sell it. Make some money that way. Alright, so we're going to go real quick. Going to shoot these. Finish this up. Grab those other guns. Also, most of you probably already know this, but I did show you earlier that if you go into your inventory and you right-click on some ammo if you have the ammo, you
I'll
can
process your payment now.
backpack reload. There is actually a keybind for that. Left Alt 1.
This is low.
Okay, where are
Even
the
for you
guns?
lot. Those medical beds are
There's
meant to
one.
help people. And you assholes would rather kill good people than do something about the criminal cancer destroying our
Alright,
systems.
where are the rest of the guns? Were they wearing them? Do they still have them on their backs? Maybe. Because I'm not seeing them anywhere. Oh, alright. I was just too quick for them. Okay. Well, let's go move these guys. Oh yeah, they're still wearing their guns. Channel. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna loot these guys. Server hop. Hopefully find a ship. New server and new moon. We're on Yella now. We've been doing Daymar and Sellen. This one is Yella. This one also looks like to be the far side, which will be potentially the dark side. I do like Yella. I love this asteroid belt. I should really go mining in there again. I haven't done that in a long time, but pretty cool. I know there's a new belt, a big belt that you can see in Nyx. Although I hear that that one, you're never really seeing it from the right angle of being kind of above it. You're kind of just in the plane of it, which is too bad. I would love to kind of be above it and just kind of see it in the system. That would be really neat. As soon as you can start boosting in a direction that isn't to a quantum beacon, then we'll get that view, I guess. I guess maybe by now I could check out Nyx. The test PTU, I believe, is out for everyone, although I still probably won't. Oh, good news. We got a ship. Ooh, and I got chat on. Yeah, we got a ship, so we can actually get get ourselves some cleanup done. What do we have here? Looks like a little Pisces. Alright, first things first. We're gonna land. Gonna finish this mission, clean up the inside, and then we're gonna get that ship. I will point out, like I said, turn your shields off. These shields are on, which means we're gonna have to take them down before we can do the cleanup, but that's alright. I don't know if Pisces have lootable components. At the very least, leave your ramp open. Because then I can potentially just turn off the shields or pull a fuse or something, right? Well, the ramp's open. Okay. Alright. First things first. Not going to be anyone in here, probably. No. Okay. So this is the one that doesn't have anyone in it. Sometimes there is loot crates, but I don't see any. So it looks like this one is just going to be destroy 2 containers. Alright, done. There's a bottle on the floor, but it's not really valuable. Okay, got a couple. Now what is this? This is a 8R? Yeah.
I just saw you completed that last contract.
Okay,
I'm right in the middle of putting together a gift basket for a new outpost we're opening, but I'm sending your payment. You realize what
2 things to do.
you're making it harder for
Right
people
Alt
to
K.
regen.
Ports unlocked.
Stop.
Shields down. Perfect. If the ship, you can't get into the ship, and you need to Ooh, can we loot anything in here? Oh. So interesting. Those are locked for me. Huh, okay. Is there components in here? Power plant. Yes. How do I open these up? Yeah. See, I can't get all that stuff. Okay. Can I get the guns off the front of the ship? Grab those. Why not? See, I know the money isn't in salvage anymore, for the most part. We used to have components and guns worth quite a bit, so that when you looted them, you actually made some money. Never on missiles. Oh, I can move this whole thing. I miss the ability to aim down sight to really aim what you were getting at to try to get those missiles. Missiles were never worth much, but components and guns used to be worth quite a bit of money. Then people started duplicating stuff, and that went away. Their fix was just to remove the value of missiles. Or not missiles, guns and components. That really hurt salvage. A cutter job used to be a great starter job where you'd make some money. Now I think it's at a loss when you take a cutter job. Unless you really work at it. And then it's just like barely breaking even. Overall, I think salvage should be worth it. It'd be good if you could get some components out of some of these ships. Like this ship here. It'd be great if you could have components. But now we'll target it again, and you can see now the shield is off. With the shield on, you could try scraping, it's just not going to work. So we'll go into salvage mode. I just said mining mode almost, but it's going to say friendly fire. Ignore it. And let's just start scraping. This is a little ship. It's not going to be really much SU at all. You can see I still got some in the buffer from last time I was doing this. But the good thing about this is it'll be pretty quick. And the main thing is we're just cleaning up the area. That's the one issue. I mean, we have such a big verse with all these locations, but all the missions keep going to the same place. People abandon their ships, and it just becomes cluttered. And it doesn't make the game feel as big as it could when you're always seeing the same ships all over the place. This is why I'm excited about player bases, because at least that's going to, you know, spread some stuff out. It's still not going to change the mission stuff like this. I mean, I guess I could try to flip the ship over to the bottom, but we're not going to bother with that. Just thought I'd do a little bit of a quick video. Kind of fun. Show you what I've been up to, even though I've been sick. And this is what I've been up to. Just kind of clean it up. I've actually, in a few cases, found some pretty large ships. Someone was doing these missions in a reclaimer. No idea why. A couple Polaris. I couldn't break those up, but at least I could get a bunch of scraping off them. Alright. So we're good on that. Now, let's fracture this. Why is it not letting me fracture it? Interesting. Is it because the ship is still considered alive? Alright, well let's solve that.
Friendly fire.
Alright, now let's try. There we go. That was the issue. And we'll suck all this little bits up. Ooh, wait a minute. Why is that? That's interesting. Why did that happen? Is it actually counting? 6.9 SE. Let's see if this counts. Yeah, like 7.1? 7.2? This is... Why did that happen? Okay, well, I don't need to duplicate that. But that's kind of weird. Let's just pick all this stuff up. That's interesting. I don't know why that happened. Perfect. Now, a lot of times what I've done on these locations also, if there's a bunch of ships there, is I've just destroyed all the ships, broke them up, and then flew off because I didn't have enough room in my buffer. That way I'm hoping at least the parts will despawn, because as it stands, just a little bit of garbage, but that's what I've been up to. Cleaning up the verse, one location at a time. So if you are bored, you want to do something a little bit different, grab yourself a vulture, head on out to the missions, and just see what you can find. The cool thing I have been finding, like I said, is a lot of guns on floors. If I go back to, let's go back to Ambitious Dream. Yeah, let's go there, where I started. I'll show you what I did earlier, what I found, and that's where we're going to end this. So we'll go fly over to the station, and I can just show you some of the stuff that's just been lying around. That's pretty beautiful. That's cool. Like, I'm guessing that might be Grim Hex down there? Maybe? Crusader? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Quantum drive is now off.
Off we go. Whew. Right by that moon. Whew. Someone just passed me there. Really close, too. Coming to the station, this is kind of funny because I don't normally find other people coming up to a station like Ambitious Dream. I'm guessing I don't want to scan them. I don't want to target them because that will, you know, especially if they're a prospector, kind of scare them a bit. Well, it doesn't look like a prospector. It looks like a constellation? Oh no. It's a mole. Okay. Definitely a miner. That's why they're here. Yeah, usually the station's pretty quiet. Usually the two dream stations, Ambitious and Faithful, tend to be relatively quiet as far as traffic's concerned. Seraphin, you're finding people all the time. Everest Harbor, always busy. Always a good place for action. But I was really surprised to see anyone out here. Alright, we're going to go land in here. It'd be great if you could, like, target a ship without them knowing, so that it'd be just easier to kind of cycle through and see what kind of ships they are. Because targeting a ship to see what kind of ship, so you can go, oh, that's just a mole. I'm not expecting him to fight me, or that is a Marai Guardian. So maybe I should keep my eye out. But when you target a ship to see what kind of ship it is, that that was the wrong button. Don't there we go. Don't talk and fly at the same time. I should definitely land over here. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so targeting a ship, don't target a ship to see what it is like if you can visually see it, because, unfortunately, for the pilot in the other ship, all they know is they've been targeted. And especially if you're coming in for a land, especially if you got Quantanium and you can't really go somewhere else, it's just going to cause undue stress. Alright, so there's a couple ways to empty these containers. 3 ways, really. First way is to take everything, put it into your backpack, carry it over, drop it off, repeat. Second way is to put it down into here. Lower this. Once it's lowered, well, the platform is down. Find your container. Put it over here. Double click it. Then start dragging stuff over. I don't like doing that. The way I like, that I find easier currently, is to come over here. Other? No. Utility? Let's just clear all these. Where is the container? There it is. So on this, click here. And then I can just put all this stuff up there. So I can just drag it this way. It's not super fast, but like you could do this. You go move all to here, and then there's no move all option for some reason right now. Grayed out here, put it all in here. I'm gonna move everything, including my the ammo I want. So move all, transfer over. Slightly faster. If the move all button up here is working also, you just click move all, move all, move all, move all. The reason I like this is because sometimes using the freight elevator doesn't work. Sometimes it looks like it works, and then you close everything up and check, and it's still full. This seems to be more reliable. It's not super fast, but I mean, this isn't that hard. Alright, so got that. Clothing, got a couple pieces of clothing. Weapons, we got lots of guns. Still don't know why the move all feature isn't working. Could be server related, but that's alright. Utility. Ammo done. Vehicle sustenance. Containers. Other. Jumping limes. Yeah, and we're done. Before I close out everything, although I will close this, we're going to get some more Karna ammo. Shotgun. Oh. Oh. Karna. There's Karna. Yeah, put that back in. Alright, so overall, what have I gotten doing this cleanup today? Come on. Oh, now I've ruined it. Now I've ruined it. I can't even show you. Alright, we're going to wait for a moment until this fixes itself. One server hop later, we're back and we're doing okay. Alright, so it looks like I didn't even transfer over that Karna ammo after that whatever that was. So this is what I got currently from just a day of cleaning up sites and doing a few missions. We got some ammo, some different types of ammo here. This is probably going away. This is probably going to be gone in a week. Whenever Nyx comes out, consumables tend to go away. This is going to go. So if you've collected a bunch of ammo, unfortunately, might as well just use it now. I cannot see it sticking around. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it will. I don't think so. Same with sustenance. This tends to go away also. We got ourselves some dirty water here, reclaimed water. We got some snack bars. The sustenance will go away too, so don't load up with 500 bottles of cruise, you know, because that'll go away as well. Everything else should stay. So, armor-wise, if I sort this, we got all these different types of arms. We got all these cool-looking helmets, a bunch of different helmets. I don't know, what is this? Why is that? Oh, it looks like it's in a box. Can this... I don't know what that is. Like this helmet. Why can't I switch helmets? There we go. What is this helmet? Oh, why doesn't it work? Why doesn't it work? Let's try again. No, weird. Okay, will this one go back on? Yeah. So I don't know what those helmets are, but they don't seem to be working. Got some cool helmets. Got a bunch of leg armor. Got a bunch of chest armor and some undersuits. So if we look at this, each mission has 3 people. So do a quick count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like I did 5 missions. 5 missions. I got all this. I picked up some clothing, some shoes, some hats, some pants. Weaponry. Tons of weaponry. I got a couple sights. I got a 3x holographic and an 8x telescopic. Bunch of grenades I'll never use. Quick flares. And all of these weapons. All of these. Including some like... We got like the brimstone. We got permafrost. There's that other one that was like yellow somewhere. I don't know where that one is now. But yeah, a bunch of weapons. Now, like I said, the ammo and sustenance goes away on a patch. But the ammo inside a gun does not. So if you have these guns with ammo in the clips, you have ammo still when you start up again, which is pretty awesome. Vehicle stuff. We've got some Tormentor repeaters. Someone had a shiv. So I was able to take that shiv and someone already stripped it. The components were gone. I think I couldn't find any components in there, and all the fuses were gone. But I guess they couldn't get the weapons off because they didn't know I have to unlock ports. So I got myself these weapons, which I could try to sell, I suppose. Got a bunch of them. And then I got some fruit. Overall, not bad for, you know, what'd I say, 5 jobs? Plus, that's crazy. I don't think it's been a while since I've seen someone come out of a room. Alright, I'll try to get the elevator before they close the door. Yep. Thanks, buddy. I also got scrapings. I also got all the SUs of RMC and construction material. That's probably also going away before the like when Nyx comes out. I'm not going to bother trying to sell it to make that a little bit extra money. I just wanted to see how much I could, but really I just wanted to clean up. I did clean up a few other ships as well that were in the area and just kind of, like I said, destroyed them and let them just kind of disappear. All of that is going to make the verse cleaner and better, and that's what I'm about here. Positivity. And on that note, I hope you enjoyed this little relaxing video of me just kind of goofing off. And until next time, as I watch the sun slowly set. I guess it can't set in the station, can it? As I watch the sun stare into it until my eyeballs burn. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I do hope to see you all soon in the verse. The expo coming up in about 5 days. It's going to be pretty exciting. And so, with that, I'm assuming Nyx And these missions will be gone, so get them while you can. Goodbye, everybody.